For P5-17, the driver wheel, I don't. We're getting able to do a few more revolves, but I want to stay with the revolve. As I mentioned in the introduction, I could draw the circle and the circle, and extrude it up 5 millimeters, and then draw another circle on this face and a circle for the through hole, and extrude it up and have the geometry that we need. So let's fly that out of the way. We'll open up a new part and millimeters. There were some things that I couldn't see on the other video. So one of the things that we'll introduce is the collapse the command manager. So if I click on that, it gives me a little more work area even at the higher resolution. And for this, for my revolve, let's stay in the front plane. Open up the sketch. I need a line, so if I use the L on the keyboard and go to the infinite length and vertical, I mentioned that I don't particularly like to, well, I didn't make it for construction, so let's go ahead and construction, center line are pretty much the same term here. And since I clicked out of it, I got out of the line anyway. I mentioned I don't really like to back up, so let's see, for construction, infinite length, vertical, so apparently I missed that one. So to back out of this, I would need to uncheck those, go to as sketched, and what ends up happening for whatever reason, at least part of the time, I end up drawing center lines and don't know what I clicked. So I want to include the hole in this revolve. So as I'm creating this geometry, I will leave a gap to the center axis of revolution and draw the little L shape that is going to represent the part. So the reason for the center line in this case is we need the 10 millimeter diameter at the center, expecting it to auto scale because that looks pretty big. Okay, so 10 millimeter, and then it will stay in D, the little origin, or the arrow with the dimension, and the D with the little center line next to it says anything I pick is going to be automatically in that function. So 22, and then the outside goes to 80. All right, and I'm not being overly particular where I'm placing these dimensions, but now that I'm ready for the height, I'm just going to hit escape once. I'm still in the dimension, so I can zoom out, and we'll put the 5, and that brought it up kind of even, so there's not anything that I can select there, which is always strange. Well, so I'll hit escape and come over and drag that point, and then apply the next dimension. Alright, so as you're going through this, keep in mind that the first line, I looked for that little yellow box and it was inferred horizontal and coincident to the origin. If you didn't get that, then you're just going to select the line or the origin and control select the other and apply a coincident relation. Again, the other options, it's always nice to have those in your toolbox. If I were to go to an endpoint to the origin, then I would be looking at horizontal, and those would have the same effect. So since I have only one center line, I'm going to clean these up just a little bit. Since I have only one center line, when I go into the features and it expands out the command manager, then I'm going to be doing the revolve boss base, 360 degrees, blind in condition. We don't know that the whole wizard, but any chance that we have to use it. And this is going to be another simple. We'll go back to 8 millimeters. If I was doing a lot of these in the design and I had any kind of custom settings, I might come up and create a favorite. So anywhere you see these favorites, if it's something that you're using over and over again, we can, the first one is to go back to the defaults and then add or update a favorite, delete favorites, save favorite, and load a favorite. So if I have favorites and tell it where to save those, I can keep those settings. So again, since I didn't pre-select my face, I'm going to select the face, then it's going to go into the point. We place the point, and then I need to get out of that point command, because if we stay in, and just always do this as an example, everywhere I click a point, I'm going to get a hole at that location. So a couple Control Z's to get back out of that. Select the point, Control Select. I saw that in ferns that we are horizontal, but really it didn't apply it. I don't see an existing relation over here, so we will go to horizontal, and then I need a dimension of 32. And we'll place that location for the point. So save, and this is our driver wheel.